Hello and welcome to the JJ and Pug Show. It is September 11th. Never forget.
Never.
We're recording from the Highland Communities Podcast Studios. And week one of the NFL is in the books.
And let me just tell you how happy I am to be watching football again.
It felt good.
Bro, and it's on tonight. Like, I'm excited. It's like Thursday night football. We had Friday night football last week. We had Saturday morning football. And then we have Sunday football again. Like life is so much better this time of year. I don't know. It's just it just feels more like home. You know, like it's just the way it should be.
Dude, it is, even for me, who's a baseball fan, it is very nice to have diversity on a night, to be able to watch multiple things. That Sports Center, which I actually don't watch ever anymore because
it used to be so good.
It used to be so good.
Once Stuart Scott died, I'm just like, it's over, bro.
It's not even just that. It's
I
like,
know.
It's like...
It's just not as cool as the other side of the pillow anymore.
Fantastic. We're clipping that, dude.
Yeah.
That's going on social media, dude.
It's just not. You know?
It is. There's something about it. I don't know if it's like, it's just kind of lost its aura or what. It's just not the same.
But here's the thing. I still, to this day, even in the gym, when it is on, and I've seen the top 10 plays,
I will watch it again.
Yeah, every time.
Top 10?
Yep.
They can't top that.
No.
That top 10, they can put that on a loop.
That and the not top 10. I can watch that constantly.
Yes. Top 10 and not top 10.
Yeah, perfect.
Put those together. I'll watch them every single time. Oh, what am I doing here?
Party over there.
Sorry. The tablet started to play the
boy.
Rich Eisen show. That's apparently now on ESPN. I thought that was an NFL Network thing, but since the NFL Network sold to ESPN, there's a lot of cross stuff there, dude.
Bro, the Red Zone channel has commercials now.
I know, dude. I'm telling you, as a person who didn't even watch the Red Zone channel, I thought about doing it this year. I heard that, and I'm like, I'm out.
I seriously, like, you know what's funny is I really watched the Red Zone channel and I didn't notice it, but they're there. I just was not. I meal prep a lot of whatever. But I'm like, what would they do that for? Like, dude, like you had everybody in, and I get it. It's always money. It's always greed. It's always never enough money. I need more money.
That's the thing that drives me nuts. You have to pay for the Red Zone channel.
Yeah,
that's your money.
I am paying for no commercials.
No, that's literally what the purpose of it is. I am paying for this.
I hate commercials.
Anyway,
but
question. But week one, obviously, Eagles, Cowboys.
Yes.
And I watched the game.
So did I.
And this is a sad question I'm going to ask you because we haven't had a chance to talk about this. I felt the thing that the Cowboys needed most,
like a person,
was a pass rush.
So here's the thing. I will say yes and no. Okay, so Jerry Jones is an idiot, but I think he ultimately made the better decision over time because they were offering him top dollar. He just thought he wanted more, and Green Bay gave it to him. But Jerry Jones is a businessman, and I think he had to do it. I don't want to say what he thought was right because he's an idiot, but at the same time, like, I'm going to pay you top dollar as a defensive lineman, which you are, and you're mad because I'm not paying you top dollar linebacker pay because you're not. You're just not. You don't ever drop into coverage, bro. Like, very rarely do you ever drop into coverage. You are playing off the line, so it is what it is.
My stance on that's a Mike McCarthy failure because you remember when he first came into the league, Micah Parsons played everywhere.
I know, but
he didn't
Mike
play
McCarthy
safety or
was a
corner,
joke.
right? But he played all over the defensive front, and that was what made him
and that would have probably
terrifying.
made him more advertisable with more money, right? But either way, anytime sorry, I meant
first F-bomb on the show. Almost 2 years, Jason.
Dude, I'm so close. And it had to be about the Cowboys.
Hey,
the pass rush, bro. When it breaks down, it's terrible, dude.
Oh my gosh, that's
so sorry. You almost just should let it go.
I thought about it. Well, dude,
I know.
That is awesome. I got to write that one down.
Listen, I've done pretty good for almost 2 years, bro.
Bro, you have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
I got to give you a lot of credit. Like I said, almost 2 years.
Yeah, that's like
this is the first one.
I love that word. I don't say it at home very much, but I love that word. But anyway,
very versatile. Very versatile
yes,
word.
It does everything. It's an adjective. It's a verb. It's a noun.
I literally just said this to my friends. I'm like, that word for me, for some reason, is fine in an Irish accent, a Scottish accent, an English accent, an Australian accent, and a South African accent. But for some reason, in an American accent, I'm not a fan of it.
I don't know. It doesn't.
I mean, I don't use it.
I take it any way I can get it.
It's just, I don't know what it is. It's just like comical to me in the other accents. But anyway, sorry.
So when the pocket broke down, that's when Jalen Hurts hurt us because we couldn't contain him.
Yeah.
Outside of that, it was fine. I think we we actually did okay most of it, and then all of a sudden it was like, nope, we're not gonna be able to do this.
No, see, that's the thing that for me is like I remember texting you after the trade, and my stance on the trade was I didn't think it was really all that awful of a trade. They definitely could have got better return. Now, Kenny Clark is a really good nose
Well,
tackle.
you got 2 first-round picks. You've got
But
plus the one we have.
They're going to be bad first-round
Well,
picks.
I think that they're
They're not going to be good.
Well, I think we'll use them as draft capital.
You would hope so.
I think that's what eventually it'll help.
Yeah.
But
I
mean,
just think that, okay, you're getting draft picks that are going to be in the late 20s.
here's what they want, bro. They want the one guy who dropped the ball in college football the first week.
Oh, Arch Manning.
That's who they want.
And I've heard Arch Manning, his grandpa said he ain't coming out this year. Game 1 against Ohio State said he's not coming out this year. So I probably not. This would be his first full year starting. He probably is going to come back for another year.
And that's the thing. If you're building upon, like, if you're looking, hey, and Dak. I think Dak has potential. Like, he played better than if the Cowboys win that game, Dak's a hero.
Yeah.
Because he played lights out. He played really well. If CeeDee Lamb catches the ball, if Jake Ferguson catches the ball in the end zone at the end there when he drops it when he get in the end zone, that game maybe ends differently. Now, they still covered the spread. Nobody thought they'd even be within 8.5 points.
No.
And they lose by 4.
What's funny for me, I really look at it and say that, yes, I think they could have used the pass rush for Micah. But and this has been true to me for the Cowboys, I think, for the last, Mike McCarthy era. They have no run game.
No run game. Nothing at all.
If you have no run game, good luck.
Juwan Williams, whatever his name is
the guy that they picked,
scored 2
Javonte
touchdowns.
Williams,
That's it.
he's actually a solid running back. He came out of Denver. I thought he was going to be all right. He's not a feature running back. He's a number 2 in a
And
rotation.
maybe that's what they do with one of the draft picks is they trade down and they can get
Just so you know, he yawned as he
Yeah.
was trying to say that. He was trying his hardest to get through
Yeah,
it.
and maybe
he didn't suddenly have a stroke.
Yeah.
For those of you listening.
Maybe they break down and they're able to get a decent running back because they need one. I don't
do.
know. College football hasn't been going long enough yet this year that you're going to be able to see.
Could
who's-
have signed Derrick Henry
Yeah, we won't go into
last year.
that. He dropped the ball. Speaking of, literally
Literally
dropped the ball.
But that was also, dude.
That game was awesome.
How many times can you say a running back lost the game for his team when he ran for over 170 yards and 2 touchdowns?
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I get it.
That was a freak game.
There was a lot of really good games.
There was a good
I
weekend.
was so listen when the Chiefs lose their opening game, like I'm happy.
Everybody's
I'm
happy.
Like I think it's a great thing. It's going to be a good year.
Dude,
Yes, Dallas lost, but okay.
What's crazy to me about that loss? It only shows up as a 6-point loss, but it was a beatdown.
Their defense is terrible. And I'm telling you right now, you will never convince me after I watched it over and over and over again that Travis Kelce didn't do that on purpose.
What was sorry? You have to.
When they crossed and he took out Xavier Worthy and dislocated his shoulder. I'm like, bro, I feel like Xavier Worthy was looking back at the football. You were looking at him. I don't know, and they'll never come out and say there's a beef. They'll never come out, but you almost wonder if Travis was like, I'm going to teach this kid a lesson real quick. Like, we're going to cross him. Maybe didn't mean to hurt him that bad, but
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Like, you're in a crossing route with each other. It's a rub route, so it's going to be close. But there's close.
And then there's contact.
Yeah. Close, Riggs. Close is a lingerie store without a front window. Ooh, what movie?
I actually don't know what that is.
Lethal Weapon 3.
Oh,
Riggs. I even
sorry.
said
You know what's
Riggs.
crazy? You know what's crazy?
You say you haven't seen it. I don't want
I have them. It's on my list of movies I must watch are Lethal Weapons.
Listen,
I have not
folks, the
seen a
show's
single
over.
one.
We're going to go. Like, we're going to let this go.
Dude, I haven't seen a single one of them, but I have them, and they are on my list of movies to watch. And you know how long that list can get for people? That list
That
can
should
get
be moved to the
freaking hard.
top. No, that movie
No,
is so. Listen, 1, 2, and 3 so good. 4, they just brought it back, and I like 4 because the movies it just ties it all together. It's fine, and supposedly they're making a 5. I don't think it's going to happen, but dude,
That would be.
They are so good.
I'll watch them. Like I said, they're on my list. I love it when you do that. Both sides.
They're so good. My kids know it, dude. Like, it'll be on TV, and they'll hear a line, and they'll be like, "Lethal Weapon." I'm like, raising them right, baby.
It's definitely on my list. Right? It's on the list.
You're on my list.
So anyway, like I said, good weekend.
Great
Falcons lost to the Bucks on a last-second touchdown by my guy Bakes. I like Baker Mayfield. I really do.
He's a baller, dude.
I think
he's
the
come
guy-
out of nowhere. He's fought adversity and like said, "Hey, I'm a player. I'm gonna show you."
And you know what he said to the Browns? You were wrong.
Yeah, how's that
You
working
picked
out
me
for you?
number 1 and let me go. And look what I've done since.
Oh, dude, JJ McCarthy comes to play. I thought, ooh, Caleb Williams is playing okay. Like, this ain't gonna. He just stuck around. JJ McCarthy says, "Nope, I'm gonna win," and he freaking ran the ball in. Like,
Dude, I
there's such a
had a
good
lot of questions about JJ McCarthy coming into the season because we hadn't seen him play. And when
when he
played
throws
in
a
Michigan-
pick 6, you're like,
Oh, that was
bro, that was like
what a way to start it.
I wouldn't have thrown that ball, bro. Like, what are you doing?
That's one of those things like you say when somebody starts their career off that way, you feel bad for him. Like,
And the guy he
come
throws it
back
to is a
from that.
former Minnesota Viking.
Yep.
Like, you're like, okay. But, he played really well, and the Bills win. It was
The
a good
Bills
week of
win
football.
was unbelievable. Dude, I sent my son to sleep that night. They were down 40 to 25
Yeah.
with like 5 minutes left.
Yep.
I was like, buddy, go to bed. This game's over. He goes to bed. I wake him up 30 minutes later. I'm like, dude, you won't believe it. They won. He goes, Dad, is it 8:30 in the morning? I'm like, no. It's
No.
just go back to bed, buddy.
Yeah, Josh
But
Allen said, "Hold my beer."
I could not believe they won that game. It was, unbelievable.
He
It
was
truly
dropping
unbelievable.
dimes too, throwing balls that like just over the shoulder. It was great football.
So Bill Simmons has been getting skewered by a lot of people because he says the best quarterback in football isn't Patrick Mahomes, it's Josh Allen, right? And
I wouldn't say it's Patrick Mahomes, but I wouldn't argue that it's not Josh Allen.
well, see, that's the
That's
thing. Is like
tough.
most people would say it's Patrick Mahomes because look at his
'Cause
career.
he wins.
Well, yeah, just his career is unbelievable. It's like the Tom Brady argument when he was playing with Peyton Manning. Everybody said Peyton Manning's a better player. Look at his stats, but it's like, yeah, but who's got the rings? Who's winning?
That is this generation's Peyton and Brady.
Yeah,
for sure.
because freaking Josh Allen's got to go against Patrick Mahomes
every year,
every freaking
in the
year.
AFC Championship
Yes.
game. This year's his year.
And
bro.
not only that, but every single year you look at the game, you go, how did Josh Allen lose that game? He played flawlessly.
He doesn't lose the game. Somebody else does for him.
It's always somebody else. So anyway, he's been taken on the chin. People claim that he like, oh my gosh, can't believe you would say that. I'm like, I don't know, man. When you look at the roster that Josh Allen's been playing with, the guys he's got to throw the ball to, James Cook's good running back, not amazing. You know, he's been doing it a lot by himself, and I know that really disrespects the other guys on the team. I don't mean to do that, but there's a Superman who's playing with Robin. If you get my drift here.
yeah.
Right? Not Batman
Yeah.
and Robin.
No.
It's Superman and Robin.
Yeah.
And somehow, Josh Allen's been able to pull his team all the way. Now, Patrick Mahomes, again, he's got the dubs. He's got the rings. And ever since Tyreek Hill left the team, the offense has taken a step back. But to Patrick Mahomes' credit, he hasn't let it fall apart.
No.
And Travis Kelce, he's not the player he was.
No.
He's still a effective player,
Yeah.
not the player he was.
Yeah, he's too busy getting married.
Yeah, dude, good for
He's
him.
going to be Travis Swift here soon.
Yeah,
bro.
that would be the best if he changed his name. Oh my gosh, that'd be so good.
I got to talk to him. Did I tell you that?
Oh,
Travis Kelce, yeah.
You sent me the clip.
Yeah.
He
That
seems
was
like a
funny.
cool dude.
He was cool.
He really
dude.
does seem like a cool
yeah, he
dude.
was fine. He laughed about it. He was eating an Uncrustable as he went by. Dude, I was like, he's a funny dude. But
Dude, I gotta say, like, I think
I should have gave him my podcast card, bro. I
Oh,
thought
I
about,
thought
I
of
thought, dude,
that
I thought
part,
about
you're
it. I'm
a
like,
dog.
hey, bro, just in your free time, I know you've got a $100 million podcast, bro. We
Invite us
don't.
on there, dude. We'll get on there with you.
We don't. So we'll take 1/8 of that.
yeah, dude. Dude, I would take 1/18 of that.
Yeah,
man.
right.
I'd be very happy. Anyway, so the Cardinals win wasn't a big win, but it's a win.
I was surprised.
As I watched the
Yeah.
game, I was watching it with my buddy. I kept saying, I was like, why does it feel like the Cardinals are losing the whole time? I felt like I was watching the game. I felt like the Cardinals were losing.
But they're playing against Spencer Rattler, bro. or
That's the thing that was
Rattler.
most discouraging about it. It's like I felt like we were losing the entire game, but yet we were winning the entire game.
Yeah.
Right? And there's something you have to recognize. You can't apologize for winning in the NFL because every team can beat every team.
No, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're pro. Everybody's a professional,
But it's at the same time, it's
except
like
for the
when you're-
Browns.
Yeah, except for the Browns. But when you're playing a team like the Saints against Spencer Rattler, you're like, we got to win by 10. Winning by 7 is, and especially when they had a chance to tie the game
Yeah, they
at the
did.
very end. Like, now anyway, how about them Dolphins getting blown up by
They
Danny
look like- they
Dimes,
look
dude?
terrible.
Oh, when I saw the stat that Danny Dimes had on that game, my first thought was, were the Giants wrong?
No, I don't. Well, it could be coaching. I mean,
It could be situation.
It could be like it could be offensive coordinator problems. It could be offensive issues. So you never know. Like
I watched him play. Daniel
Yeah.
Jones with the Giants had flashes of good times, more often than not bad.
Yeah.
Like I saw that with my own eyes. So I'm not saying that it was a fluke. And this game may be the fluke, right? Because he had those flashes, but he had a complete game. He had a complete game for the Colts. And I didn't think the Colts were going to be any good this year at all. I mean, I didn't think the Dolphins were going to be good either.
and they're not.
Yeah, though. So the Pete Carroll era in Las Vegas started off with a win.
Yeah.
They beat the Patriots, went over to Foxborough and won that game. Big for them, important. The Steelers won against the Jets, 34-32.
Bro, that was lucky too. I thought the Jets were going to win that game.
Yeah.
I really did. And I got to be honest, I like Justin Fields enough to
You and I
like,
both.
enough to be like, hey, I give him a chance. Like I still think the Bears made the worst decision getting rid of him. Well, and only time will tell because Caleb Williams is gonna. He had a great rookie year statistically, but I don't think he's gonna win.
Do you think great would be the word?
Well, by Bears standard,
yes. By Bears standards,
that's a
very low bar.
But he did set their records and stuff, so he had a good season. So on paper, when you look and say, "Hey, we got rid of Justin Fields, we just had a guy that set all of our rookie records," like I get it, but I still am like I don't agree with it.
No, the other thing that you have to recognize is that Justin Fields is on his third team. That does mean that teams are not, they don't believe in him.
Well, and because he's not a traditional drop back quarterback.
No.
He's going to run around. And again, we've talked about this many times, is scrambling quarterbacks don't last in the NFL. They don't win. They may last, but they don't win.
Well, and that's my biggest beef. That's the thing when I watch Caleb Williams with the Bears play, I'm like, unless he stops doing that, it's also the problem with Kyler Murray. Unless you stop doing that. Now, having that in your back pocket as an escape hatch, amazing, right? Amazing. Jalen Hurts did the same thing to the Cowboys. Amazing to have it when you need it. 3rd and 8. Whatever.
And you get 20.
And you get 20 because you're playing man defense and the defense.
Down.
Exactly. Amazing to have it. A tool you want your quarterback to have. But who are the guys that win?
Pocket passers.
Pocket passers.
Constantly.
Now, Jalen Hurts won last year, but he also played on one of the most stacked teams ever.
And they had the tush push, and nobody stopped it yet. They ran it like 4 times in the freaking Cowboy game just to get on 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
Like, how do you win? You don't. And then it's funny, like they're starting to see that like the offensive line's actually offsides. Like they're showing how the center brings the ball in and his head and everybody's head's over the line.
Yeah.
That it should be out. So I think they're going to start calling stuff like that. You're going to start seeing slowly because I mean the thing with these cameras now, dude, is.
No chain gang anymore.
Yeah, no chain gang. No, there's all. Hey, the fourth and inches comes down to exactly the measurement. Like it's telling you based on what the electronics say. So
the one game, there's a bunch of other games in here. Obviously, we talked about, but the thing that I would say that was most eye opening was the Lions getting blown out by the Packers. I thought the Packers might win. I didn't see the Lions getting blown out, and maybe losing their two off the defensive and offensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn and Brian Johnson, to becoming head coaches elsewhere. Maybe that is a bigger deal than we thought because the Lions were not good, and they got blown out by a team with Micah Parsons, by the way, who got a sack in that game. Did you see how many clips of people are like, it looks like a lion hunting a gazelle? It's like, bro,
I could chase down Jared Goff. Let's just call it what it is right now. Like, hold on.
Let's be real here. Now, granted, yes, Micah Parsons, we all know, was a great player, could possibly be the best player of his generation. I'm not calling it yet, but I'm saying he was definitely the best player on the trade market.
Oh, yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, he got paid.
And he got paid
a
lot of money. So I'm not saying that's not the case, but at the same time, it's like that was a clip that you could probably have put any player in running down Jared Goff because Jared Goff is a pocket passer with no legs.
Who did you see? Speaking of getting paid, there was this football player, and I can't think of who it was, who was complaining about needing to get paid because he's only made $140 million in his career, and it's not enough for his family. I'm like, maybe it's $40 million, 100, something like it was a lot of money. Where I'm like, you need to get paid. This is about business because I need my family to sustain money. Like this isn't enough money for me.
That's like straight up Latrell Sprewell.
I'm like, bro. Like, I feel like you're fine.
Yeah, you should be. If you're not, you have made some really poor financial decisions.
Yeah. You give me $40 million, I can make some poor bad decisions and still have a lot of money.
Still be very happy.
Still be very happy.
Yeah. Dude, oh man, that's if that guy said that, you want to talk about someone who's completely lost touch of reality.
I can't remember who it was or what the context exactly was, but he was sitting there and he's just talking about how he needs more money. Like he needs to get paid.
Now, I'll say this. The one thing that I do think is crazy when you hear about guys getting paid, like Christian McCaffrey or Derrick Henry or Saquon Barkley, those guys, they get when I've just mentioned probably the three best running backs in the NFL, right? I mean, maybe there's another guy that you put in there, but those are three probably the best when they're playing, the three best guys. Not a single one of them makes as much money as Grayson Allen for the Phoenix Suns, who comes off the bench. That's the difference in NFL money and NBA money. A bench player for the Suns.
I feel like the NFL is watched way more.
It is.
Stands are way more full.
But there's a couple differences here. One, the NBA has way more product to offer TV advertisers, right? Because there's 82 games. Way more. The roster of an NBA team is much, much smaller.
16,
15
20.
guys, and you can have a couple of guys on two-way contracts that can play like, I don't know, I think it's
plus
like
coaches. So you're talking 25 people most.
Yeah, far smaller. I mean, I'm not even going to add the coaches.
NFL team's 150.
Yes, an NFL team roster is 53 guys,
Yeah.
right? And then you have to add in support staff, practice squad.
Well, every
et
one of
cetera.
those like groupings have like 3 coaches, like the quarterback coach, the line coach, the D line coach, the special
Right.
teams coach, the punting coach. Like you have so many people.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're only talking about just salary cap numbers, your salary cap only applies to players, right?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
even everything else. Just the players. There's 53 guys on an active roster versus
And the league
15.
minimums, I think it's 750.
Yeah, it's just under $1 million. It might be 8 something like that now. But in the NBA, it's close to 2 or 3 million.
Yeah, but when there's only 16 people though on your team, that's fine. But like when you got 53 people, you do 53 times. Let's just call it $1 million. If they're each making $1 million, that's $53 million to just have a team.
I'm going to actually look up what the NFL salary cap is and what the NBA is.
The league minimum for the first year player is $840, and then a veteran minimum salary is $960.
All right, so right now, the NBA total salary cap, and the NBA has got a much funkier system than the NFL does, but their salary cap is $154.65 million. Okay, and the NFL salary cap is $279.2 million. Okay, so not quite double, but the roster
Is 5 times.
Yeah, 4 times the size. And not only that, in the NBA, that's the soft salary cap. You can go over that salary cap, and you can continually go over that salary cap. You just have to pay luxury tax penalties on that. You can go over it if you meet certain criteria, like if the Suns re-sign Devin Booker, which they just did, to a maximum extension, they can do that and still be over the cap and still operate as a normal team because he was one of their own guys.
Booker's
Right?
loyal to a fault. He's never going to win here.
Love it. Hey, I don't care, man. I love it as long as he's here.
I
Because
know,
as long
but
as
it's
he's here, we got a chance at recruiting other guys to play with him, right? But anyway, go back to the NFL. The NFL it's a hard cap. That 279, that's your cap. And if you go over it, you got to cut guys. So they say the NFL and the NBA work very separately. Like I think the Phoenix Suns salary this year, because of luxury tax payments, and it was like $400 million for their 15 guys.
That's insane.
It is. It's absolutely insane because they got to pay luxury tax penalties. I mean, you think Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and Kevin Durant themselves accounted for like $160 million of the salary cap. And I remind you, the soft cap, 154, 155.
Yeah.
Those 3 guys accounted for more
Went
than what's
over.
available.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, they had to get another 12 guys to be on the roster. And I just said Grayson Allen, a bench player. Now, granted, a pretty good bench player.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's not a scrub, but that guy's making more than the best running backs in the NBA. I mean, the NFL. That guy coming off the bench is making way more. So, again, when it comes to the NFL and the NBA, like, NFL players do have a bit of a gripe. Okay, what is it? Micah Parsons just signed a 4-year, $188 million deal. Still not making the same amount of money that Devin Booker does. And he is the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL. Ever. Right? Yeah. And you think about guys like I think Josh Allen is the highest paid player in the NFL. I think. Like no, it's Dak Prescott.
It was. I don't know if it still is, but
No,
it was.
I think it's still Dak Prescott because there were no other quarterback extensions this year, right? And he's close to $60 million a year, I think. Devin Booker will be making more than him next year. And Devin Booker's not the best player in the NBA. Just happens to be one of the highest paid.
Dak Prescott's making $60 million a year.
There you go. And let me ask you this question.
Josh Allen's at 50 or at what's he say? Oh, that doesn't seem right. But it says 73 million, but that doesn't seem right.
That might be his cap hit.
Yeah.
That might be his cap hit, which is a calculation I'm not even sure how it goes. But I also know I saw that Josh Allen had told him that for his next extension, he's like, I want to be able to have room on the cap for the team. Which is, dude, I mean, it's one of those things where you say, hey, way to go for the team. At the same time, it's like, you're doing all right. Like, you're not sacrificing a whole lot by shaving off, let's say, $10 million on the top end of your contract because you're still going to be just fine. In fact, do you remember when Patrick Mahomes signed his 10-year, $500 million contract? People were like, wow, that's insane. But a lot of the really smart guys were saying that is an absolute steal for the Chiefs. That's going to be those contract that ages so much better for them because they got this guy locked down for 10 years and a cap that extends every single year and gets higher and higher and higher. They got the quarterback locked in. They've got to worry about it for a decade. Like that's as long as Patrick Mahomes stays healthy, that's going to be the best deal of anybody. That's going to be like the Tom Brady deal. because Tom Brady kept taking less than was available to him. Anyway, I got nothing else to say, dude. Unless you got something.
I'm glad football's back. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it's back, baby. It's back.
We're back.
And again, the Diamondbacks are.
Meh. They had a great. I just
fine.
watched they had a great web gem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, down third base line, dude. Just
really?
snagged it, and he throws from his knees and gets the runner out on a
Love
stretch. Yeah, it was. I mean, it's a great web gem.
Yeah. My thing is the Diamondbacks traded away their top end talent and have somehow been better since.
Well,
They've played much better since the top guys left. And I don't know what that says about the top guys, other than I know what it says about the young guys, and the young guys are very hungry. And they do not want to go just softly into the night. We will not go quietly into the night. We will live on.
it's not 4th of July.
I know. But it's still great.
It is.
President Whitmore, greatest fictional president in cinematic history, in my opinion.
And with that, don't breathe.
Breed. We said it right?
Yep.
It's been a while, so I had to make sure.
The JJ and Pug Show theme song was written, composed, and performed by Lane Hartman. Special thanks to Highland Communities for all the support given to our show. You can find the JJ and Pug Show podcast wherever you do listen to podcasts. Look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Remember to share the show with your friends and family and subscribe wherever you do listen. If you're able to, please feel free to support us by sending a donation to us by going to ko-fi.com/the JJ and Pug Show. That is ko-fi.com/the JJ and Pug Show. Again, thank you so much, everybody, for all the support, whether that is by simply listening, whether that is sharing it with a friend, or giving us that sweet, sweet cash. We truly appreciate it all. Thank you so much.